How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
So, thank you for joining us for this faculty interview. Could you introduce yourself in one sentence?
I'll do my best. My name is Anya Mallinger. I'm a violin and viola instructor at the conservatory and at the Algoma University, and I'm the concertmaster of the Sioux Symphony. Comma, to continue my sentence, I'm married to Stephen Mallinger, who is a pianist who also teaches at the conservatory and the university and is the organist at St. Luke's, and we have 5 very successful daughters and 2 grandchildren.
So, what instrument do you play and what drew you to that instrument?
I play the violin primarily. I also play the viola, which is not a violin, but similar. And I started the piano and the violin when I was 5, both. My dad is a very well-known Canadian pianist, and I never really clicked with a piano teacher, but I did with my violin teacher, and I liked the social aspect of playing a string instrument. I
Yep.
was in the youth orchestra from very young, and so I was more drawn to the violin, and here I am now.
What is one thing you've learned at Algoma University while you've worked here, and one thing you hope to learn?
So one thing I've learned is I've met some very interesting people, students from both local area and as far away as China. And I've really enjoyed meeting the very interesting people with um, different backgrounds, because most of my students through the university are not music majors. They're majoring in something else. So I've met people outside of the music world and really enjoyed teaching them. Something I'd like to learn as a faculty member, well, certainly in the past 2 years, I've gotten much more familiar with technology and things you can do musically with technology, and that's been certainly very interesting. So that was, always in the back of my mind to do something like that, and was kind of forced to do it, but it was something I'm glad I was pushed into.
So, is there something in your career that you haven't done yet that you would like to?
There's always something that we can do and learn. There's a great Pablo Casals, who's a very famous cellist, quote that when he was at 90 years old and he was still practicing, and someone said, at 90 years old, why are you still practicing? And he said, because I can still learn something. So there's always something new we can learn. I would say recently the most interesting thing I've done outside of my box is record some tracks for a piece written by Michael DeSanto, who's also a professor at Algoma U, a piece that he's written and in a completely different style.
Mhm.
So that was a lot of fun, and would certainly do more if I had the opportunity.
The last question I have is tell us a fun fact about yourself.
Okay, I guess the one thing that's completely unmusic related is I love to run. I do a lot of running. So
Mhm.
I've done the Boston Marathon twice. I've run rim to rim of the Grand Canyon. Um, I, as a running nerd, I can tell you that I'm 51 kilometers short of 3,000 kilometers for this year of running.
Wow.
So yeah, I guess that's my outside of the musical world fact.
Thank you so much for joining us for this and answering these questions.
Oh, you're most welcome.